Well, welcome to Rokani Media Football, guys. I've had a terrible headache since morning, but right now I'm feeling okay. So I'm here to bring you what we call the Arsenal versus Brighton match preview, and I pray to it that Lord really continues to heal me, because by the time I went to sleep yesterday at around 5 a.m. I was feeling okay, but in the morning I wake up with a terrible headache. But I'm doing medication and I'm doing better. That's it. So let's talk Arsenal versus Brighton. Very huge game. Mikel Arteta happened to hold his press conference today, and I think in the next 3 hours we'll come here to start to really break down what he's going to let us know about the likes of Zinchenko. William Saliba totally ruled out of this game, but for Zinchenko, amid this David Austin coming out and really revealing to us that he is out until the end of the season. He's out until the end of the season. Arteta has told us that there might be a hope of him playing on Sunday against Brighton at Emirates. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a day. Rokani David is my name, and remember last season this fixture was not in favor of us, and I think Brighton won it by 2-1. I remember those are the 3 games that Arsenal had to win to go to the Champions League. That's it. They had to beat Brighton, Newcastle, was it Southampton? So they happened to really crumble, and they found themselves in a situation of really giving up. When you look at Arsenal, they came back to winning ways on the game of Chelsea, and they're going to head to win against a team known as Newcastle 2-0. Odegaard, an own goal coming in from Shearer, the central defender of Newcastle, and they are really doing a very wonderful job. But for Brighton, after beating United 1-0, they suffered a 5-1 loss to Everton, I think on Monday. So it shows you that it's a wounded lion, but they are going to Emirates. And I think that is the biggest advantage that Arsenal is really having. And we've seen it that when Arsenal goes back to winning ways, they can really stretch to close to 7 games. Remember, before they drew with Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton, and lost to Man City, they had gone 7 games unbeaten, and they had collected maximum points, 3 points. So it shows you that Arsenal had last lost a game when they are playing against, I think it was Man City at Emirates. Then after that loss, they went on to beat teams like Aston Villa, Leicester City, Crystal Palace, and very many other teams. So it shows you how good Arsenal is when they really get back to winning ways. And let's wait and see how that is going to pan out for a team which goes by names of Arsenal. But other players that you don't expect to see in this game of football, amid this El Nino returning to training, I don't expect him to be part of the team that is going to play against a team known as Brighton on Sunday. Then Zinchenko is a doubt. Saliba is out. Tomiyasu is also out. That's it. So Arsenal is having close to 3-4 players injured, and it shows you that as one is returning, the other goes back to injury, meaning that Arteta has to find a solution to this in the transfer summer window to get in the right players that can come in and really act well for the club of Arsenal. So for Brighton, they are going to miss out onto the following. I think it's Solly March and Adam Webster. Those two are really out. But they add themselves to the likes of Jeremy Silemeto, Tariq Lamptey, Joel Veltman, Adam Lallana, Yakubu Moda. So it shows you that they're really having a very extensive injury list. When you look at the likes of Evan Ferguson is also out. So Dizabi is really working hard to find out who is really going to come out and really play part into this game of football. But I think it's NB, not ANB, it's NB. Arsenal, I think for the very second time, are going to play after Man City. I was going to hate to play. Man City is going to play away at Everton on Sunday, and then Arsenal will play 3 hours later when Man City is going to hate to when Man City has finished its game. So, what does that mean? It means Arsenal has to find themselves in a position of coming out and really not succumb to that pressure, because the pressure is going to be huge, especially if at all Man City wins. Though it's not going to be an easy game, I anticipate a very hard game for Man City, having them played in the midweek, and they are going to Goodson's Park, and the Everton beat putting 5 past Brighton. I think Sean Dyche is going to park the bus and hit them with a break, and there is a very huge boost of them that Calvert-Lewin is back. And if at all you know what Sean Dyche plays like, he likes a frontman like Calvert-Lewin, tall, energetic, fast, you know. He likes a talisman like him. So 100% believe it's not going to be an easy game for City. So after Arsenal knowing that result, then they'll be eager to go on and really do their result against Brighton. So at Emirates, Arsenal have only lost 1 game to Man City, drawn to Newcastle, Brentford, Southampton. 3 draws and 1 loss. That is Arsenal for you. So it's a foot race. That's it. And they're going to be having close to 60,000 fans layering behind them. I understand Brighton are really having ambitions of going to Europe, but I think this is not the kind of game that you would like to play when you are facing a team that is still chasing for the title. Even Mikel Arteta is going to hate to reiterate his words today that they are playing for the title and they're still chasing for the title. For good hopes, I come from a country known as Uganda, and Villa, Sports Club Villa, just found itself in a position of really topping the Premier League table of Uganda. And guess what? Today their competitors Vipers have gone ahead to draw. So Villa was the elephant on the tree in Kampala, and Arsenal was the elephant on the tree in London. But they both lost their top spot. But you never know the luck that saw Vipers draw today to give Villa a level of 46 points with Vipers might also help Arsenal on Sunday to see Man City draw. So I'm not going to be surprised if at all City drop a point or points at Goodson's Park, because it's not going to be an easy visit. And I've seen very many people saying that City might lose at Brighton. I think Pep Guardiola would prefer to play Brighton any day than Everton, because for Brighton, you 100% know what you're going to do. It's all about passing that ball, and they won't make it hard for you to score. But for Everton, they are going to pack bodies, and they are going to gate physical players. Dokore, there is Onana, there is Gueye. So they're having physical players in there for you, and Calvert-Lewin is returning. So if you go back to the game of Arsenal, Brighton is a good team that you would love Arsenal to play, because Arsenal plays a more direct and fast game, but it's really all about passing. That is Arsenal for you. And as it stands, we will never see such a fixture, strong as it is, with these two teams fighting for this, because I don't think that Brighton will come back with the same energy next season. Brighton is going to lose most of its players, with Arsenal already in for Moise Caicedo, and his agent has gone ahead to really say that he wants to see his player playing in the Champions League and wants him to be playing for Arsenal. Now, let's go to the predicted starting 11 of Arsenal and see how Mikel Arteta is going to go on and really stand. The system for Arsenal, 4-3-3, no doubt about that. I think you've known it for some good time. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale kept his 13th clean sheet. At Emirates, he has gone ahead to keep just 5 clean sheets. That is Aaron Ramsdale. So he's really having loads and loads and loads of good works at Arsenal. And I expect him to really do a lot of saves tomorrow, because Brighton is an attacking team. Though when they are playing Everton, they never created very many chances. Maybe Fatichi is catching up with them because they're into the final bend of the season, because most players have been injured and the manager has seen himself playing with the same players for some good number of games. Right back, I think it's going to be Benjamin White. That's it. Onto the right back. Left back, Zinchenko out. I call it a blessing in disguise. I bring in Tierney to play as the left back of Arsenal, and I think he's going to close down that area very, very well. So the central defense, obviously the man that's going to hate to prove to us that he's really good, that is Jakub Kiwior and Gabriel Magalhaes. And everyone is asking himself, why did it take Mikel Arteta a lot of time to give Jakub Kiwior a starting slot into the Arsenal team? Then we go to the midfield. I think Thomas Partey is really going to be on the bench again. Jorginho is going to really play his part again, because I don't see Mikel Arteta bringing Thomas Partey, having given him all chances and let him down in those games that saw Arsenal draw 3 and lose 1. That is Jorginho for you, and I think he's doing a very tremendous job. He was the man of the match in the game of Newcastle, and I think those people that don't believe in what I've always told you are starting to believe in me slowly by slowly, that Jorginho is a better CDM than Thomas Partey. That's it. Alongside Martin Odegaard. Today the Football Writers Association have gone ahead to vote for Haaland as the Football Writers Association Player of the Year. Bukayo Saka has come second. Odegaard has come third. But I think Odegaard was supposed to be second. That's it. And if at all at this juncture, by the time they voted, Arsenal was still on top of the table, I think it would have gone to Odegaard. But Haaland has gone ahead to take City on top of the table and has gone ahead to score 35 goals this season in the Premier League, and is having a tremendous season. That is a player known as Haaland. But Odegaard has been recognized, and to me, I think he's the most important player. He has been the best player at Arsenal this season. I think if Jesus and Saliba had to play this season and very well like Odegaard and play all of those games like Odegaard has gone ahead to play, I think they would have gone ahead to put in an argument on whether they are. But I think Odegaard, with his consistency, has only missed only one game. That is Odegaard, and he's really bad. Then Xhaka Granit is going to be played into the central midfield also, and that is the midfield 3 that played against Newcastle. And I don't think that it makes sense to change a winning team when neither of those players is really injured. That's it. So I see that happening very, very well, and it's really going to do wonders for a team of Arsenal in that midfield. They are facing the likes of Caicedo, McAllister, and Gilmour. So we are waiting to see how that is going to happen. But I think this midfield of Arsenal is really strong. And it's not going to be about physicality. It's all going to be passing and using the brain, where Jorginho thrives better. And I think Arsenal will win the midfield battle. That's it. We go to Bukayo Saka. Right forward is going to be facing Estupiñán, one of the best left backs in the league according to me. And I think when they lost Cucurella, we thought that, it's going to be hard for him to replace him. But Cucurella at Chelsea is fumbling around, but Estupiñán is really having a tremendous season at Brighton. So Saka has been given another chance again, because I don't think that the manager will drop him, because if at all I were Mikel Arteta, I would have wanted to drop him and really play Leandro Trossard and then get him off the bench. But here, I think he needs to start, according to Arteta, but according to me, I wouldn't have started him. But I'm just reading the mind of Mikel Arteta. So Saka needs to raise his feet again. He has been really off for the last 7-8 games. Saka is really off, and that's why it's always bad for a player's season, or for a player to be called good, when he only scores and makes assists. That's it. I think he should add more to his game. That's it, not so? Then Gabriel Martinelli, I think, should start in there for you, and then Jesus should go ahead and really lead the line for Arsenal into this beautiful game of football. Now, Mitoma is really going to be a very huge threat to Ben White, and that will call for Bukayo Saka to track a lot. to really see to it that they really get this out of the way. And if at all they don't track back, some trouble will be seen into the right back position of Arsenal, because Mitoma has only gotten stopped, I think, by one player, that is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and it's really great. So those are the battles I've gone ahead to notice into this fixture, and Arsenal have found themselves in a position of really beating Brighton this season away from home by 4-2, you know, and they're coming to Emirates, and they are going to face Arsenal there. Arsenal have only one chance to keep into the title race, not dropping any points. No draw, no loss. They should win the remaining 3 games. Brighton is the third last game. Second last game. It's all about Nottingham Forest, and the last game is going to be against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is Arsenal for you. So that's what Arsenal has to do, and they have to go ahead and really win this beautiful game of football, and I think they're going to win. My prediction for Arsenal, 3-1. That's it, because Arsenal really keeps the clean sheets at Emirates. That's it. But my prediction is 3-1. De Zerbi is one of the beautiful managers I've seen who really believe in their style of football, and I've gone ahead to improve players, and that is courtesy of the board and the recruitment team of Brighton and the former manager Graham Potter, who had gone ahead to really put in a very good shift in there for Brighton. Guys, sign out for now. See you later. That's what I had for you. That is the match preview of Arsenal versus Brighton. Good evening, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.